Once again with MIA Microflight, and today is Tuesday, December 9, 2025. I did a short video on this particular helicopter here. I've been cleaning my shop and where I keep all my models. I got shelves of all kinds of helicopters that I've collected over the years. Many of them are my own products that I keep it as sort of a museum pieces by today, because it's been more than 20 years that I've done this stuff. Some go back to the late 70s and 80s. So I've been collecting quite a bit of my own work, for just for sake of reference and in historical purposes. So I brought this down from my shelves because like I said, I've been cleaning and I just dusted this off. It's been gathering a lot of dust. This is the MIA housefly, as you can see in the box. That's how I supplied this in kit form. Basically, you got all the parts. I did another video where I showed the complete kit. And just for the sake of completion with this video, you can see that's a 2002 original housefly sub micro. Those are all the parts that came in the kit. The frame was slightly different. I actually improved with this frame right here on this particular frame, but it's basically the same helicopter, the same components. Aluminum skids. In this case, I included an aluminum swash plate and some aluminum parts. In this one right here, I have, you can see the swash plate is a little bit different. Because this was my original almost a pre-release version, not really a prototype, because I had already done prototypes before, and this was something that I was planning on including in the kit with injection molded parts. And that's actually an injection molded part that was modified, with these carbon rods, to make it extremely lightweight. We are talking back in the day where we were still using NiCads and nickel metal hydride batteries. In fact, this helicopter calls in the equipment requirement equipment required. I called for a 1/7 cell 1/3 AA NiCad or a 1/8 cell 2/3 AAA nickel metal hydride for extended flight times. The components were basically GWS components. I have the old piezo gyros that I show in some other videos that I still have to this day. Was were the key components for this, and just two small micro servos that would go on those pockets there. Very lightweight helicopter, and very unique in the sense of many details. This was one of my target goals, is to make a little sub micro helicopter that people could fly indoors or outdoors, in calm weather. And this was my creation that I did as a builder's kit. This is what it looked like, once what it looks like. Well, once it gets assembled. The canopy has undergone some degradation in some of these the detailing. That this is actually a tape, the masking tape, a really thin masking tape that I was buying in very thin rolls, and I was applying that to create all these lines there. So it's kind of lifted from the canopy, but that's the canopy that came with this housefly. The logo. I came up with this logo, to basically, to go along with the name housefly. And so that was my logo. And I showed this in various radio control forums that I was participating back in those days. So this may not be new to some viewers who have been following my work for many years, but I thought I'd do another video just to update this historical micro helicopter. This is before any micro helicopters came on board, and for comparison's sake, here's the blade. One of the Blade 120 SR helicopters. In fact, it uses the same motor that I use on this particular one right there. The motor is actually it's kind of on the side, kind of fell on the side, but it's basically the same motor. This helicopter came way after, I had designed and offered the housefly. But this is the Blade 120, just for comparison's sake. How things sort of evolved, into other companies that started making, similar size helicopters. I actually came up with the micro, sub micro, and palm size helicopters way before any of these helicopters showed on on the helicopter scene, you know, back in those days. So it is quite a nice little helicopter, and it does have a historical weight. Mario, once again, if you like this video, thumbs up on it, please. Thanks for watching.